talking to my little nephew, Daniel, the other day. He said, Uncle Dave, when I grow up, I want to be just like you. When he said that, it got me thinking, when I was his age, who were my role models and who influenced me? And one of the first that came to mind was Edward Woodward, and more specifically when he was playing Robert McCall in The Equaliser. If you hadn't seen the show, he was this ex-army guy who would go to like local neighbourhoods, and usually there'd be like loads of crime, or they'd be going through some really terrible situation, and he would come out with some really intelligent way of solving that problem, like he'd bring in his friends or he'd figure out some plan, and he never asked for any money in return. And I thought it was so cool. And I even found out in real life he used to carry cards with him. If somebody was going through a bad time, he could pass them these cards with like useful phone numbers on and things like that. And so what I got from that was always help people and never expect nothing in return. Another one that sprang to mind was the character of David Lightman, played by Matthew Broderick in the film War Games.
You want to hear it talk?
Yeah.
I'll ask it how it feels. I'm fine. How are you?
I feel awful as I'm upset. I only just found out Corey Aim died. Now there are no more 2 Coreys.
They must have told it he died.
I know a lot of people, and probably rightfully so, if you said who's Matthew Broderick's best character, I think a lot of people say Ferris Bueller. Don't get me wrong, I really love that film, and it's a really, most kids would have loved to have been that person in real life. But for just me being a nerd, in War Games, the character of David Lightman was way cooler than Ferris Bueller. He had his own computer, which had all these cool devices like modems and everything, which you basically had to be a millionaire for in the 80s. He managed to link into a system that was basically the internet, and his girlfriend was Ali Sheedy. Could you have a better 80s life than that? Although it always makes me laugh when I think of Ali Sheedy, because I had a crush on her. I always thought she was dead nice looking. But one of my friends said, she's got a face like a triangle, which what does that even mean? But here's a question for you. Who's one of your role models? Probably the main influence for how I have my hair and beard is a guy named Ken Marshall, who was the main star of a film called Krull, which I probably mentioned on every other video on this channel. Loved it ever since I saw it as a kid, and I genuinely, 100% when I watched that film, I honestly think he looks so cool. It's like, oh, awesome look like that. And when I could actually grow a beard, I tried to emulate it, and soon, from the 90s onwards, I've pretty much had a beard. And everywhere I went, people were like, oh, you've got a beard, why have you got a beard? Because they aren't fashionable like they are nowadays, and like every other person's got a beard. But I was the guy who started it all in the 90s. One of my fashion influences was people like Richie Sambora, and even Sam Neill's character in The Myth of Madness, I believe, wore cowboy boots, unless I've just remembered that wrong. And my dad used to wear cowboy boots. So I thought, oh, I'll do the same. I'll get some cowboy boots and I'll look as cool as my heroes. But what actually happened was, I brought some cowboy boots, went on a bus, a girl looked directly at me, started singing Jimmy Nail's Crocodile Shoes at me, and I realised I wasn't cool, looked like a right prat. Well, oh well, never mind. Let's go look at some of the comments people have left over with the comment leave section. I was going to put a NASCAR game on here, but they've only got NASCAR. Guess that's going to have to do, right? Kind of reminds me of the Richard Pryor company, Rastar. You never see those two things mentioned in the same sentence, but let's go for that first comment. This is from Rambo. Don't know why if there's a space in there, if that's deliberate or not. Maybe it was forget around the 8th millionth person to have the username Rambo, but shut up, that awful accent. Well, weren't you ever told, don't insult people, as you could wake up with the same problem yourself? So just be grateful that you don't wake up with that accent. You never realise what it sounds like until you played back, but well, what are you going to do? Let's go for another one. Which is also the name of my autobiography. This is from Bazaar. Love the sweeping brush in the girls section. As if that wasn't bad enough, it's pink. That is kind of crazy. That was on the Dave's Day Off video where I was walking around Toys R Us and I saw a pink sweeping brush in the girls' toy section in Toys R Us. One thing I've never understood, I don't think no toy shop in the history of toy shops has done this. Well, probably one has. But why don't they put the girls and the boys' toys together? Because what difference does it make if you've got like some Star Wars toys and an ironing board? Because if you want the ironing board, you're going to get that. If you want the Star Wars toys, you're going to get that. But there's Psychology 101, and let's go for the last one. This is from John Jonas. Please save Please save VHS VCR video recorders, Mr. Locke. Do everything you can to save the mighty VHS VCR video recorder and blank VHS tapes, please, Mr. Locke. Well, he leaves quite a few comments, which is always nice, but don't think he realises, because he always posts kind of a similar thing, thinks I've got some kind of amazing contacts in the industry where I can get them putting VCRs, video recorders, back on the shelves, but fortunately I don't have that authority. Also, if I did, I'd phone Alan Sugar or something, try and get them Amstrad VCRs back into the old Sainsbury's. He also calls me Mr. Locke as well, but makes me sound like a spy or I'm a secret agent or something, so I go with that. But thanks for letting me be your role model, and as always, keep it locked.
Thanks for watching The Legends of Cherry Hill. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and consider subscribing.